Journey to the all-new world of adventure with the Star Wars droids. The race is on. R2-D2 and C-3PO get Thal Jobin ready, set, and gone. Thal's a sure winner, but villains Size and T-Throne want to stop him. From the side gunner, Teague attacks. Thal races for his life, but here comes Jor Dusat in his A-Wing. He fires, hits his mark, and sends Teague sailing. Who says good guys finish last? Share the adventure with these figures and vehicles. Batteries not included, each sold separately. New from Kenner's Star Wars Droids collection.
Hello and welcome to Flashback, Star Wars Obsessed. We're in 1985 with the release of the Side Gunner. The Side Gunner, also known as the Imperial Side Gunner, was a model of open repulsor lift vehicle used by the Galactic Empire, as well as the Fromm Gang and the Tammuz-An military. The vehicles were utilized on Tammuz-An in 15 BBY. Appearing in 2 episodes of the Droids animated program Escape into Terror and the New King, as well as the program's title segment, the Imperial Repulsor Craft. The Side Gunner was one of 3 vehicle toys released in the Droids line, the other 2 being the ATL Interceptor and A-Wing Fighter. Dubbed the Side Gunner, is a fairly sophisticated bit of toy technology developed by Kenner. With a central pod main vehicle supporting a 1-person cockpit for the craft's pilot and a fabulous sidecar, with rotational control knob for the vehicle's gunner, collectors should note that although relatively small, it is almost impossible to find the Side Gunner in mint, loose, and complete condition, forcing aficionados to purchase mint in sealed box samples. With a fold-up shroud and removable black protector that fully engulf the gunner, a removable windshield for the central pod, 2 snap-off wing cannons, and a lower cannon which fits atop the central pod's lone landing gear that is almost always found missing on loose samples, since it fits quite loosely, and oddly enough, it is not pictured on the Side Gunner's box. Alright, here is my boxed version of the Side Gunner. I was lucky enough to find this on eBay in 2023 and it looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said in the previous video with the ATL Interceptor, I wanted to make sure that I got as complete as I could and as good a condition as I could with what I could afford. And here it is. What amazes me, it had actually sold for $2 at KB Toys. Wow. Went from $18.99 to $2. And I didn't see these in stores. I think back in the day when it was probably 85 or 86. Maybe it was 86 when these were reduced to $2. I wasn't really in a financial situation where I could be driving around to toy stores and scooping up all the discounted Star Wars stuff, Star Wars on discount. I wasn't actually working, and I didn't even have my own car at the time, so it was really difficult to go to KB's, which was in usually the mall, which was miles away. Eventually, I forgot about it, and then when I started doing this flashback series, I just thought, well, I'm going to try and get as much as of the Kenner 3 3/4 collection as I can. So let's take it out of the box. Let's see which side will come out easier. I don't think either of them. So it's nice and snug in here, so I'm going to have to pull this. See, this one comes with the box. So it's pretty nice. Looks like everything is sealed. Well, not sealed, but looks like the seller took really good care of this. Oh, here is the planetary map. So awesome. So the seller was really nice to put all of these things in plastic. So kept it in good condition. And it still has the stickers unused. Wow. Okay. It's still in the... Wow. Okay. So very nice packaging, putting the bubble wrap to keep it protected. What is this? Looks like some cannons still in its sealed plastic. Alright, time to take this out. Or can I just pull this out? Maybe I don't have to remove the cardboard. I can just pull this out. There we go. And paper in here, obviously not original. It's out. Alright. So close this up. Alright, looks really good. Oh, here it turns. Oh, it clicks. Wow, it has that classic Kenner click. Alright. Looks like it turns here. Let's check out the instructions instead of forcing things, because I've had pretty bad experience with forcing things. The instructions. So, rotate the sidecar 180 degrees by pulling rotation control knob out. It will revolve 360 degrees by turning rotation control knob. Alright, so let's see. So if I pull this out, oh, interesting. So by pulling it out, it swings around like this. How cool is that? Wow. So by pulling it out like this, and then turning this way, of course you got the click, it spins around this way. What an absolutely fantastic design. Wow. You know, if a lot of kids had gotten this back in the day, I'm sure it would have broken very easily, because I can imagine them just pulling on that really hard. I'm being very delicate with it, obviously, because I do not want this to break. And this obviously stays here. But I'm going to make a decision. I am not going to put the stickers on, mainly because I really am not in the mood to do that. And honestly, I think the vehicle looks just fine without it. Look at that shiny black. That's so cool. You know, I'm sure stickers go here and here, but I don't know. I just don't feel the need to put the stickers on. But I do want to put the cannons on. So it looks like it gets a cannon here and a cannon here. Even a cannon goes here on the front landing gear. Alright, here is the instruction for putting on these cannons. So we have this one. And this one. And this one. Cannon that goes here. Push a little. I guess it's supposed to snap in, but wow, this is scary because I don't want to break it. But there it goes. This one. Now, does it matter which one they go in? They both look the same. So it goes in, and let's see. Let's try this one. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. I can't figure this out. I guess it just pushes in, so there's a hole. Okay, I don't think that's right. so let's see. It's got to go in like this. It has to, because it has a slot that goes in like this. Should go in. Should slot there. There we go. And then it goes into the hole. Just like that. Okay, it's gotta go in. Come on. There we go. Alright, all the guns are on. So according to the instructions, this can be detached. Wow, that's pretty cool. So it can be used as a separate vehicle. And how does this open up? Finding this a bit. Okay, so swivels here, so that means it opens at the front. Okay. So this opens and then this comes up? No? No. Okay, so this opens up and you gotta slide the figure in here. Since my collection room is still in shambles, I'm unable to retrieve the Imperial Gunner. So I'll use the TIE Fighter pilot. Yeah, it fits in here. Very nicely. And one of my figures that I actually got back in the day. This is from the Droids collection. Let's see if C-3PO fits in here. How does this work? Does the figure actually fit? Okay, I can't get C-3PO in here. I'm looking at the picture and they make it look like this pops up, but I can't. Does it come out? I don't want to break it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, really scary. Alright, I think C-3PO can get in here now. Let's see. No, I can't get his arms in there. They're a bit too wide. They don't fit. Let's try an Imperial Stormtrooper. Oh, arm's gonna go in. Okay. That's as far as he goes. So I guess this can come down, but that's pretty much it. When the side gunner is in, you got it. They are left out in the open. And alright, let's see what happens if I twist this. Does the figure come out? Whoa! Coolness. And then choo-choo-choo! This is a very inventive vehicle that Kenner created back in 1985 with this absolutely amazing feature of turning and pulling. Wow. Kenner was getting very creative with their vehicle designs. I'm so glad to have this in my vintage Kenner collection. When I was trying to complete the Kenner 3 3/4 collection, you know, the playsets, the vehicles, the figures, I was mostly focused on the original trilogy. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. When I started doing Flashback, Star Wars Obsessed, I was trying to get all of the Kenner collection that I could afford. And then it came to the Droids collection. Back in 1985, I just scoffed at it. I just thought, no, I don't want to collect this. I didn't really like the cartoon series. And so the only thing I purchased back then was R2-D2 and C-3PO. Because, you know, those are classic characters from the original trilogy. But the odd thing is, when I got to the end of the Kenner collection and saw these, I just I wanted to have them. It didn't cross my mind that it was the Droids collection. I just thought, oh, these are Star Wars vehicles and I want to get them. As I started getting closer to the end of the vehicles and playsets, I realized, wait, this is the Droids collection, the thing that I didn't want. So what's up with that? I don't have any nostalgia for that. I only cared about the original trilogy, and I wanted, as many as I could get from that. I mean, they look really cool. I really like these. Now, the question is, should I continue and collect the action figures from the Droid collection? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. You can check out other Flashback videos here and here. You can follow Star Wars Obsessed on Blue Sky. Thank you for watching Flashback Star Wars Obsessed.